I have categorized these acidic substances or these anti-national forces in 6 categories. First anti-national forces is radical left and communists and their armed wings like Maoists and Maowadi and Naxalites. That is first anti-national force which is working against Bharat. Then the second anti-national force is separatist and terrorist movements which are being run in the country. That there are of two kinds. One is the belief of breaking Bharat and making an Islamic state, the theory of Ghazwa Hind, you know, that Dvirashtravad wali theory which made Pakistan. And there is another separatist and terrorist movement running in Bharat, which is breaking Bharat and making Khalistan, you know. So these two main separatist and terrorist forces are working against Bharat. Very, very important anti-national force we need to understand, because they're very insidious, they're very dangerous, and working day and night against our country. And third anti-national force is intellectual terrorists and urban Naxals. They are also very dangerous, Kamalji, very dangerous, because they are suited, booted. They put their version in a very constitutional way, and they are very insidious. They try to what do you say? They are just trying to take away the youth of Bharat away from India, and they tell us wrong history, and they are sitting at all the important positions. They are in bureaucracy, they are in media, they are in academics, they are in politics, and very difficult to identify them, very difficult to identify them. They are intellectual, and they know how to play with the psyche of humans, especially youth and kids and school going children of our country. So we need to understand those anti-national forces also, who are actively running this campaign against Bharat. And I call them intellectual terrorists and urban Naxals. And then there is another anti-national force called international powers. There are many countries who are afraid of Bharat's glorious and Bharat's strong history, and they know the day Bharat will understand its unity and its actual foundation and ethos, Bharat will become so powerful, and nobody can stop Bharat from becoming a Vishwa Guru. So those international powers are also working very actively and very proactively against our country. We need to understand and identify and recognize those anti-national international powers also. And then another anti-national forces, I call them subtle conversion movements which are running in the country. They would not come on a horse taking that sword in their hands, but they are running that subtle conversion movements. They identify people who are weak, who are poor. They would give you maybe food or maybe listen to your problems, and on the other hand they would ask you or influence you or motivate you or pressurize you, even by using violence and many other ways. They would try to convert you, spreading their faith. I always say, as an officer of the court, I practice in the Supreme Court of India, I always say that Article 25 of our constitution give us the right to practice, profess and propagate our religion. It is an absolutely a constitutional right that we have. But if we manipulate and influence, and we try to just manipulate that right and use it against Bharat, that is happening. Many fundamental rights are being manipulated these days, which is wrong, and we must recognize it. By force you cannot convert anyone. By influence, by manipulation, and by violence, by aggression, and by running campaigns and agendas, you are simply trying to convert people just to spread your faith. That is unconstitutional. Would be a very small term, would be like trivializing it. It is a very big threat which is working, an anti-national force which is working against Bharat. And last but not the least, Kamalji, one anti-national force is, I call them Vidharmi Rajnetik Partiyan, Vidharmi political parties that we have. And by dharm, I means performance of duty. Dharm does not mean religion. Dharm means differentiating between right and wrong. Dharm means performing your duty, kartavya palan, I call it. So Vidharmi Rajnatik Party, Vidharmi political parties are those parties who are obviously, of course, there are people, but their main vision, their main agenda is just to stay in power. And to stay in power, they can shake hands with any anti-national force. So that's what they've been doing.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.